Now, there's been lots of talk of the proposed new bank holiday, when it may be, what it should represent. But the view of Atheist Ireland, who have sent a letter to Taoiseach Micheál Martin, is that it should not be associated with religion. And I'm joined now for more on this by the chair of Atheist Ireland, Michael Nugent. Good morning, Michael. Obviously, St Patrick's Day is one of our most famous bank holidays and public holidays in this country. Lots of people feel that the 1st of February, St Bridget's Day, our matron saint, as she's been referred to, would be a nice counterbalance to that. Why do you disagree with them?
Well, I think that bank holidays should be for everybody, not just for religious people, and it shouldn't be associated with any religion, or indeed shouldn't be associated with atheism. If there was an atheistic figure that anybody was proposing, we would disagree with that as well. I think it's part of just the general background noise of religion that we've been gradually getting rid of in Ireland and making things more inclusive, and it would be a backward step to move back towards. Like when RTE was founded, its logo was the St Bridget's Cross. And Eamon de Valera opened the station, and then Archbishop John Charles McQuaid celebrated the benediction of the Blessed Sacrament live from the studios. And it took RTE a quarter of a century to gradually get rid of that symbolism, and we shouldn't be going back there.
But you do see the point, because lots of people are talking about St Bridget's Day as a balance to St Patrick's Day, that we haven't had any kind of a marking of any kind of a female, really, of any sort in terms of public holidays. So why not St Bridget?
Well, I'm sure you can find many women who aren't associated with religious or non-religious beliefs. I mean, this in particular, in the multicultural Ireland of today, what St Bridget is famous for is supposedly converting a pagan chieftain to Christianity by weaving a Bridget's cross on his deathbed. I mean, that's exactly the wrong message that you want to send in a multicultural Ireland, that dying people should be converted to Christianity.
Do you think that the other religious bank holidays that we have, like St Patrick's Day, that, you know, St Stephen's Day, should they be done away with as well? Would that be your preference?
No, I mean, it's not a hugely important issue. It's part of, as I say, this background noise of religion. It's like the Angelus on RTE. It's something that like gradually it would be good to get away with, and because we should have an inclusive Ireland. I'll give you another analogy. When my wife died, she left her body to Trinity College Medical Schools, and they buried bodies at the time in a plot in Glasnevin Cemetery that had a religious stone over it, talking about praying for the souls that they rest in the peace of God and so on. And I said at the time when we got Anne's body back, look, that's not appropriate. You wouldn't bury an atheist, or you wouldn't bury a religious person under a stone that said there's no God. And they agreed, and they changed that stone to a neutral one that's inclusive of everybody, and we were very, very grateful for that, and I think that's the type of Ireland we need to move towards.
You want something that doesn't exclude people maybe who are not of religious beliefs, and I can accept that. But if you were, as a group, Atheist Ireland, to suggest a bank holiday yourself, when would it be, and what would it represent, or do you have a view on that?
Well, I'm not sure that it has to represent anything. I mean, the intention of the government, as I understand it, is to commemorate the COVID issue in some way. So you could associate it with that, or you could just do what we do with most of our bank holidays, is just name it after the month. I mean, we have the May bank holiday, we have the June bank holiday, we have the August bank holiday. It doesn't
well, the May bank holiday represents Labour. It is a Labour Day, and the June bank holiday is also known as the Whit Weekend, which is actually Whitsun Sunday, which is actually a religious holiday as well. So they do represent something. They're referred to colloquially as the May and the June bank holidays, but there is a representation behind them.
Yeah, well, colloquially, things will happen anyway. I mean, what's important to us is that the state should not be representing or seeking to have a bank holiday represent either a religious or, as I say, or an atheistic belief that would exclude people who don't share that belief.
All right. Look, thank you for speaking to us this morning, Michael. That is Michael Nugent, their chair of Atheist Ireland.